Oh, whoops. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm at IKEA today. Can you see it? I think so. I think it must show. Yeah, IKEA. Let's go. Let's go! Bruh, since when does IKEA have speaker phones? Or like speakers and speaker lamps? What the heck? I mean, that's cool. But like, really? I'm just here for plants. Just here for plants. Oh, plants. I don't really care for dracaenas that you're selling as faux bamboos. Right. And these are, you know, really expensive. There's an IKEA at Ridge and Red Hook. I'm in the IKEA in Elizabeth, New Jersey today. And these are usually like $2, and I see one being sold for $3 and another one for $4. I have no, one's 18. Oh, it's $1 extra for the spiral. I mean, okay, because someone had to train them up, fine. And these are great because, you know, you can keep growing them, but they also are not because they're not. But it's so lush. But I don't want this. I don't want this. You know, it being January, I wonder what, we're in a fake plant section now, what the celestial will be like. I see some more phalaenopsis. Wow, it's kind of empty. It's kind of empty, and it's funny because yesterday I went on the IKEA website. I'm like, what do they have at IKEA? Apparently they have ZZs for $10. But I don't think I'll see one today. Oh, it's empty. Oh, another peperomia. What are the prices here? Some more Janet Craigs. I think this is where I got my Janet Craig the first time anyway. I just want something cheap. Right. So, the succulents are a decent price. I don't know. Oh, that pot. These poor plants, they are in terrible condition. Look at them. Half dry, yellowing, desiccated. Look at these up here. But there is this gasteria. We're gonna shortlist this. Actually, I gotta check out the light requirements for this. I saw one yesterday that maybe looks better than this. This is 2 for 1 pot. Maybe there are other ones. Can I keep a gasteria in minimal light? I doubt it. We'll see. Apparently, I missed my chance to get a. Ooh, that's a nice fake Monstera leaf. Apparently, I missed my chance to get a cart, so we're gonna have to carry everything in our hands. Fake plant time. Fake orchid, anyone? This fake orchid. I don't even know what that is. Like a peony? A rose? I don't know. Fake plants. Fake plants. I mean, they look good, so there's that. Is that fake pilea? Look at this fake ass begonia. It's cute though. It's a lot of, I mean, the plastics and the dyes to make this, but you know, allergies is too, so. These are really nice. They're like plastically ceramic. They're, I think, $2. What does it say? It just says earthenware. Lacquered. Okay. That's cylindricas, but they don't have a price anywhere. At these larger ones. They have these thinner ones. I'm not a big fan of the cylindricas, but I could be. I could become one. Maybe this is the year. That one has a bunch of shoots out the side too. I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's either 10 or 8. The 8 is for the trifasciata, so I'm gonna guess these are 10, which is not enough for me to want it. I mean, they're pretty though. I think I've had one before. And they have them for $5 for smaller ones. I feel like it's just more economical to get a bigger one if I were to get a cylindrical one. I really want one. The bromeliads with the pots are $6. But how much are these mini orchids? I could get a mini orchid if it was $6. Maybe. Maybe. I don't see the regular size. Oh, no, here they are. The regular ones are $15. Meh. And they're all dried out. Give me a discount. I'll get you. But you won't give me a discount because you're IKEA. Last time I came and I got a pot from IKEA, I got a calendula. It was a white calendula. And I potted it up. I thought it was going to do real nice. I put it in a spot where it should have gotten light, but I think maybe it had like a spider mite issue. I don't remember what the issue was. All I know is that, like, I don't know if it came with spider mite or maybe, no, because I don't really have spider mites. I don't even know if it's spider mite. It was just spiders that, like, ate the plant up. Anyway, unless I can keep it, like, in direct sunlight, I'm not getting one of these for any time soon. And I only got that one because of the white flowers. I wasn't really, like, it was like this. It was like a white flower one like this. I'm not a flowering person, but these are pretty. Again, they have the calanchoes for, how much do they have in buy? I just saw it. Oh, the small little calanchoes for $5. But again, these are in terrible condition. That matters if you can bring it back from the grip, the depths. I don't want a jade plant. I'm not here for a crash sale today. And they have these packs of 3, which I really haven't seen before, but each of them looks horrific. It's a pack of 3 for $10. I'm not here for a cactus either. So I found 3 that I maybe would get, or maybe one that I would get, but there's no, and they're all new. But what's the price? What's the price? What's the price? And then how the roots look. This one, it looks like it has a root growing up by the thing, so I guess it's either a vigorous grower, but then this leaf right here doesn't look too well. They're all like relatively moist soil, which I don't know if that's good or not. Again, because it's cold, and I'll be transported for a while. But the flowers are so pretty. If they're like 6, I'm really gonna get one, but like, which one? This one has a bunch of buds that look relatively healthy. So is that one. I think this one, the buds don't look super great. But they're so pretty, the color. I don't know. How much are these? Why don't you say a damn price? God. Apparently these are $10. It's a dub. Yeah, it's a live one. It's $10. It's a no today, sir. $10 just makes sense for space. But I could have gotten like 3 more plants for $10. So maybe no. I think no. To the Home Depot and Red Hook in a while to say which one has a better plant selection. I don't really remember. I think that one might have maybe a larger area dedicated, but not by much. These are $15. It's a no. I'm not really even that interested. They have the Christmas Easter cacti, Schumbergera, whatever, for $6. I don't want one because they don't look good. I mean, this one probably looks the best. I'm not sure why they're selling amaryllis. It's kind of weird for IKEA to be selling amaryllis. But okay, go off. $8 pothos? Sure, Jan, sure. Why? Again, why? I mean, I guess it's big, so there's that. But like, how aren't these toxic? Why aren't these bagged? Someone should be bagging these. Or it's a giant. How much are these? Probably like the same price. Maybe better. Doesn't even say. I'm gonna go to the as-is section because at least at this one they tend to have plants in the as-is section. I never buy them, but if they're cheap, maybe something I want, maybe I'll buy one today. If not, maybe I'll get a cylindrica. I don't want one. I don't like the cylindrical sansevierias at this point in my life. No surprise, they have plants in the as-is section. And they're being sold in the as-is section for reasons. Is that a deadfall? Yep. Dead amaryllis, dead falls, are these pines? What the heck are these? Wow, they are so dry. False cypresses. Nothing salvageable here. I wonder what that is. How much is that? Not that I'm getting it, but just to see how much it is. Oh, $8. Yeah. I'm not a palm person, but I feel like there's barely, especially that one. Maybe this one, but not really that one. Can you bring it back? It might very well be that I get nothing today. Which is fine. It's a possibility always. IKEA will always have some type of dumb cane looking. What's it? Corn? What is it? Another Dracaena, large ass Dracaena. IKEA will always have without fail. Bird of paradise. That must be how completely gone. Yeah, some yuccas. They had a white bird of I mean, not that I would have gotten it anyway. Look, some more little euphorbias. Euphorbias. I don't want them. Who wants them? These plants are huge. And it being January. Oh, this huge palm. This huge palm. Wow. It's as tall as I am. I'm just about 5'10", and I have sneakers on, so maybe I'm like 6 something today because my sneakers are pretty thick. It's a big ass plant. For just 20, but it's 35. It's still a huge ass plant for $35 in the city, in the metropolitan area. I think that's pretty good. If I was that person to have a large plant or in my house, I'd consider that. I'd probably say no, but I'd consider that. So actually, this is a great price. $15 for this huge thing. That's great. That's really great. We should get a trifasciata. I went to pick this up and this broke. How root bound is this? I did want another Sansevieria, so it is Sansevieria, but everyone's a Sansevieria, myself included, so I try. But do I want one? I mean, these are pretty, but they're not really calling to me. I don't know. This kind of reminds me of aloe, Sansevieria, I guess it was just, anyway. You don't want it. If I were to get one, I'd get the thicker one. But I'm not there yet, I don't think. I'm not there. Again, quick Google search. It says they can, I'm sure as well as across the Sansevierias, but they all survive in like lower light, but their growth will like halt apparently. And the one I have at home is growing like a weed, so I prefer that type of growth. I think maybe eventually, because like, the more I look at it, the more it's growing on me, but I still, like, I want to see it grow. I don't want it to just stay at this height with these tips and dark, but these other ones, I don't want it. These thinner ones, I have to get one and get a rigid one. I feel like they'd snap real easy also. I mean, I know they're like firm, but I feel like they'd snap somehow real easy. And they don't fit my green corner window aesthetic right now. So one day, but not today. And here we are back at the Himalaya Mix, where we've got 4-inch pots for $4 a piece. Now, I think this is the one I have at home. And they have the trifasciatas here as well. What the heck is that? Ew. People are disgusting. So do I think if anything, I'm gonna get some Himalaya mix plant, but again, I don't like this variation. Like, it's pretty, but I don't want it. I've had a Janet Craig. They're lovely, but I feel like they're also a hassle to take care of in ways. So either I get a trifasciata that I'm not super sold on for $4, and I get to watch it grow, which is a plus, or I get nothing at all. Nothing at all. My heart is telling me no. I don't want any of these things, so I'm not getting any of these things. It's hard to say no to plants, but I don't want to get something I'm not invested in and I don't care for it. I'm sure someday I'm going to be like, maybe I should have gotten that cylindrical. It would have been so nice. Today is not that day. Yeah. And IKEA should have more plants in the winter months, because that's when seasonal depression hits. You would think that them being like a Nordic country, that would be a thing, but apparently it's not. At least not if it doesn't translate over here to the U.S. So there's that. Winter Saga, mulling spices, gingerbread cookies, Winter Saga. I don't feel in the wintry spirit. Winter has really just come back, and it's gonna go sometime this week again. So the IKEA I'm at is right by the airport. All the way back there. By the Newark International Airport. Because, like I said in the last video, I'm in New Jersey right now. I'm just waiting for my bus to go back. So, the last time I was at this Home Depot, and I'm going to a Home Depot instead of the supermarket I wanted to go to, because the supermarket is about out of the way. But according to Google, I was last year in March, and I think that's when I got the caladium bulbs and the lily bulbs. Before that, I don't know when I was here, but before that I got a, what do you call it? What's those ferns that you mount? Staghorn fern for $4. And I don't know, this place kind of maybe has pest problems, but they have a really good selection, so we'll see. Oh, my finger. No huge surprise. I like those lights that they have up, but there's nothing outdoors. No big surprise there. You can already see from outside that they have plants. It looks like some big palms. Some more succulent society stuff. Okay. What will they have? So, a lot more greenery over here. Hopefully because it's colder. Well, actually, because it's colder outside, they might be upping the temperature inside, so that doesn't help. Racks. More racks. And Lush. So much that I'm not gonna get and don't care to get, because again, no surprise, succulents are the greenest thing in the winter months. Is this like an agave or something? What the heck? I've never seen one here. I don't think I've ever seen one here, but it's not like I come here super often to know. So, again, cacti, again, euphorbia. If you like euphorbia, please let me know why, because, again, like, all I see when I think about it is toxic. Toxic sap in my eyes. That's all I imagine. The prices here aren't super great, but I'm not looking for a super great price. I'm looking for that one plant. Because once upon a time, what the heck? Oh, it's like a stupid one. Once upon a time, I found my Lediboria in a Succulent Society sleeve. Just like 2-3 little bulbs. And it grew. And then it grew. What the heck is this? Something that requires highlight, we already know. Again, it's not the same olive thing, onion thing. Oh my gosh, what is this? Is this, like, I saw something that looked like a Sansevieria, but I don't think this is it. I think the Sansevieria I'm thinking of is too big for it to be that small little thing. But these are $5 for the sleeves. Was the other one yesterday cheaper? Possibly. Possibly. Greenery, Lush. I'm trying not to get anyone in the shot. Oh, here we go. Hello, focus. Another Anthurium. Not Alocasia poly. What am I talking about, Anthurium? But I'm gonna assume it's the same price. This one, I don't know that I would say it looks healthier. The soil is definitely a lot drier, and I don't trust an Anthurium from here, given my experience. Oh my gosh, this leaf is lovely though. Wow. Oh my gosh, she's so big. She's so pretty. I don't trust it from here though. I had a bad experience with the Staghorn. Try the Scanthias. Both of the hanging plants are $15. Too much, too rich for my blood. Plus I have one of those at home. I got one from the Philadelphia plant show. A small one, and it grew really fast because those grow like weeds, and then I overwatered it. But I have a little piece that's surviving, and It's growing back. Probably needs to get repotted soon, but I'm gonna let it get super root bound first before I repot it. Learn from your I think this is the Peperomia Marcello. Oh, it's right over here too. I think that's what it is. I'm glad I didn't get it because it's cute, but I wouldn't have gone crazy for it. I'm glad I didn't find it because like I might have felt pressured just for wanting to get a plant to get one. But I didn't. So great. Again, this is $10, and it's not even in a bag like the IKEA ones were. But wow, this is pretty. This is pretty. This is highlight. No. Don't care for those anthuriums. These are great, especially outdoors. So I don't think I'm gonna grow these ever again until I have more outdoor space again. Why did you? What is that? Why? Again, more. Are we gonna see a name? No, it's like a gift thing. Or hypoestes. Cyclamens. But they're super huge, so super expensive. They have a really solid fern selection. Maybe it was a fern. It's just, what fern is that? Oh, I had one of these too. I got the staghorn and I got one of these too, I think. What is this? I forget what this is. Or did I get one of these? I don't remember. And more Janet Craig's. So right now, these are all like $10 a pop. I guess the ones in the ceramic especially. But in a couple months, they're all going to be on sale. Like, I mean, March, probably. All going to be on sale. What is this? It's pretty, but again, I don't have the light. I've learned my mistakes with echeverias. I've tried. They've all died. I think I have some leaves that are propagating and they're going very slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you're thick. Ooh. She thick. And she's broken, but she's thick. Ooh. One day I'll save all the plants. One day. Look at that. You're better off going to IKEA and getting a healthier looking plant than $43. At least in this area. Oh, if they had these in a small, they had these, the limes, they had them in a small one. $27, my guy. I don't know if this is a good price or not. $50 for Majesty Palm, but it's tall. It's tall. I can't really do a side-by-side because it's elevated off the floor, but it's tall. It's taller than me, I think, when I stand underneath it. Maybe it's like a foot off the floor, so it's really tall. But again, why are you selling palms in January, but not other things? These are gardenias, yes? I think, right? Wow, why does it have this fake paper plant here? Yeah, it's a gardenia, $15. Again, why are you selling it in January? Do they grow? I mean, no, they wouldn't, right? You have to keep them in a greenhouse. Yeah, it says temperature of 60 to 80 ideal. So why are you selling them in January? Are these leftovers? Bro, what? More for $3.98. So I think it's a cent lower. Oh, what's this? What's this here? Ooh, I had one of these. But I've never seen it do that. That's kind of nuts. Not nuts enough for me to get it though. Ooh, but these begonias. These begonias. Could this be the year I get into begonias? No. I feel like there's going to be too much moisture required, and living in a city, I'm not trying to promote any type of pests besides small plant pests that I can generally keep in check. Those are so pretty. I feel like this one has a little less yellow than the other one, and I like it that way, but it might just be poor conditions in here. If only they had those small dracaenas, the lime looking ones, I would snatch one up. I really would. But I don't see them anywhere. And I don't want a hanging plant. Why would I? It's just ivy and tradescantia. Oh, but it's so pretty and lush. Ooh. Ooh, look at you. Ooh. So lush. I mean, also, I can imagine all the mites and whatnot, but, you know, so lush. They have these, like, these Marantha or Calan... I don't know. They have them. Ooh, it's a nice coloration. I still don't want it, but it's nice. I had money I went to go shopping with yesterday, and I'm not going to try and spend anything outside of that, so there's that. Ooh, Stuman. Okay. I have to laugh because I have to laugh. What are you? Oh, but I'm seeing these prices, and these prices are ridiculous. $14.98. Oh no. Oh no. Probably how much the plants were yesterday at the other place. $14.98. Oh no. Oh no. $20. This big plant. If I wanted one, if I was looking, I'd probably get one. But I'm not. There's a fiddle leaf behind it. These always look bad, no matter who has them. Oh no. We saw this yesterday. Why am I excited? We saw this yesterday. So, there was a little section in the middle of the Home Depot in the front. I don't know why they do that. Someone was just, there were more people around it, so I recorded less. But essentially, more of the larger plants are over there. Not too much new. They did have more cyclamens up there. They have cyclamens for $10 a pop, but it's just for one. I know I've seen them where they have either the triple or the doubles for $16. Not like I would grow it indoors, unless it's from seed anyway. But look at all the ferns. This is pretty. But again, I'm not trying to do ferns right now. I personally don't like high humidity, and I had my, oh my gosh, what's the name of the fern I had? Heart. I had a fern that was doing fantastic. I had it in essentially an enclosed environment, and then I went to open it for like 5 seconds. I opened the bag that was covering it, that was maintaining the environment, for 5 seconds, and that fern never recovered. So, if I get a fern anytime soon, it's gonna have to be a much smaller scale and like a larger terrarium type thing. These kind of look really nice though. These anthuriums, the leaves. I just don't care for the. I don't care for the red too much. Ooh! Like I said, I'm going around a second time to find hidden possible gems. I don't want this. It's too big. I want a small plant. I don't want one of these, but it could work indoors. Ooh, look at this red. Yeah, sexy. If only it was like all like that. Is that a mix of several? Yeah, no, they're gonna stretch out. Is this the day I get an anthurium? No, because they're gonna be like $10, and I want an anthurium for $10. If it was $5, maybe we'd be talking. But it's, oh, they're $3.50. Okay, but the hypoestes are $3.50. These are $10. Anything with a pot, you gotta add like $4 to what it should be. If not more. I want a plant. I want a plant. I want a. Oh, is this an Aurelia? This is what they call the false Aurelias. Oh, it says Olympia false Aurelia. It's a really nice green, but I feel like that's probably prone. Oh, sorry, that is probably prone to spider mites or something. And I don't want that. I have Spirit Point Ivy. No. A purple waffle. It's cute, but again, I want to get something that I would feel safe, is not super contaminated, or isn't going to harbor or promote pest living. Pest living. Why is everything so damn expensive? Pest living. Pest living. More sleeves. I've never ever seen a leather on these sleeves besides the one I got. I wish I knew what this was so that I could consider it, but I don't. So that I could consider it, but I don't know what it was. There's more onion-like plants. That's all there is. It's funny because, ooh, this is like leathery. What the heck? What is this? Must be some type of bulb, and I will never know. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Oh my gosh. It's leathery. It's really thin. I feel like it's probably a great find for $5. And I'm sure I'm gonna find out what it is, and then it's not gonna be here anymore. Hold on. There's a bunch of them. Like, what is this? Why is it leather? It's like, nor my chapped fingers. What is this? It's like kind of that feeling when a palm opens. Is this gonna open? What is this? Like, it needs love immediately. I feel like this probably isn't harboring sewer pests. Like, I could just put it somewhere. Oh my gosh, what is it? I want it now. Damn. I've finally figured out what this is. I think it's an agave gemminiflora, and I really like it now. I kind of want it, but it says full sun in one condition and part sun to light shade in another condition. I have northeast light, and maybe I get better light because the buildings in front of us are lighter colored, so there's a lot more light that reflects, on top of which they cut down some trees in recent years, so there's a lot more light that comes in now. But I don't know how I feel about growing this. Like, I see the pictures of it, and if it's indeed an agave gemminiflora, like, it's dry, you should just give it to me. But do I try and grow it inside? Do I try and find the best specimen and grow it inside? Like, it's gonna get artificial light and then slowly go getting more light. These leaves are so epic. They feel so good. Also, I don't want someone, if this goes in the same place where I put the peperomia. Also, no wonder it reminds me of my date leaves. But also, I feel like this could be prone to pests indoors because of the small leaves and whatnot. Like, easier for pests to get to and me not notice. Damn it. $5 for an agave. I don't even know if the other one was, I don't remember if it was 5 or 4 at the other one. I thought that's probably like a solid price for an agave. Oh, my forehead, oh no. Never have I wanted to see more of the generic plants. Like, even a pothos over here would have been nice, because I can't get that agave. If I had light, I would, but I don't. So, snart. More agaves, damn. These, oh, this one's not, these aren't that rigid, these guest areas. Ooh, but they feel so nice. Ooh, they feel so nice. But there's that suspected agave gemminiflora. I assume this is an agave. I don't know what else it could be. I feel like, is that mangave? Is that like a mix between agave and aloe? I don't know. Why are you selling agaves in the Northeast? It don't make sense. Make it make sense. Like, sell me an Eastern Apuntia, right? But you'll never do that because you don't want me to thrive. Ooh, no, it's another crassula. It's another boring, generic crassula. Echeverias hate me. I don't jive with them. We don't jive together. Can't, like I said before, can't take any of these home. They don't have a small, I said they had the small limes. They don't have them now. I've seen them here before, I know. I guess I'm not getting anything here either. Wow. colors are just so lovely. Just the contrast of greens. Ugh. This. $20. If only I had, in this case, the space. An idea is forming. Sorry for this angle. I don't know her. But hold on. Again, this angle. Oh well. This has been an eventful day in which no plants were bought. Homage. Put my mittens back on, even though it's too cold for mittens. I can walk to get my transportation. You know, oh shoot. What I'm coming to the realization is that I thought I wasn't going to be one of the people who... My face is going to cut out because I'm walking with my phone in my hand. I thought I was never going to be one of those people who fills their house full of tall plants, even though that was very much my grandmother, and apparently it probably influenced my love of plants heavily. But some of these plants they're super huge. You know, it's not because, oh, they don't fit my size. It's because I don't care for the pest prevention of big plants in my house, right? Because in the house, especially in the winter, you have to water your plants, and then they're moist, and then if you have heating, that's what, you know, depending on your heating, probably super humid, and the pests are thriving 1 minute. Let me just show you this real quick. I always love looking at these sheds, like a little house in the backyard, a little guest house, especially that big one in the middle, bruh. Little guest house. Anyway, I thought I was never going to be one of those people who, like, would want or get all those big plants in their house. But seeing those palms in that little greenhouse, ooh, girl. Lovely. Seeing those plants at IKEA for those prices, ooh, girl. Lovely and cheap. So, maybe in the future, who knows. But I also like small plants because I like to fuss. I like to micromanage my plants. You know, plants sometimes are a conduit for control. You know, it's a little environment you think you get to control. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. I got no plants, 0 plants. I don't know if I'll go plant shopping later on because my birthday week really just started. But if I don't, I'll probably go. Maybe I'll make more of these videos next time I go plant shopping, whenever that is. So, thanks for tagging along. So, just for context, I think day before yesterday, maybe. Yes, that's slide paper. Day before yesterday, maybe I repotted all of my sansevieras into. They're all the same. They're all clones of the same. Into one pot. Previously, this one in the middle, this main thing in the middle, was in a pot, and then it pupped off, and it has a second branch that's tall. And this was an older pup that went through a period of neglect, but it's still there, it's still hanging on. So that's the sansevieras I have right now. Yeah, just for context, for any mentions previously.